Okay, so next part of my makeup journey here is my primer. I love the Grippy primer. I literally have used almost all of my e.l.f. Grippy primer, so I'm trying out this Maybelline Grippy serum. I've used it a couple times now and I really like it. It holds my makeup all day and it keeps me like glowy looking, which is really nice. So the trick with these guys, you put them on. I put lots on. I even put it on my nose. And then we have to rub it in and let it dry for even 30 seconds just to make sure that it has enough coverage. It's so silky and serumy, it's nice. So I've already done my face prep, my skincare. I did my under eyes. Now I'm working on my primer, which is gonna hold my makeup for the whole day. And it does work, it does. I've tried it a couple times now. So now we're gonna let that dry. And then I'm gonna try this today with I'm gonna go with my Plump and Glow Lifter Lotion, or Lifter foundation with my Gloomy Lotion. Some people put the lotion right on their skin. I think I'm gonna mix it in with the foundation so it comes through better. So it's probably been about 30 seconds. I usually use 2 pumps. This is in shade 102, so it's pretty light. I have a very fair complexion. So I did like 2 pumps of that. I wore my lifter lotion yesterday and foundation, I got a lot of compliments. And I guess kind of I'm gonna add that glowy lotion in. Oops. Put that lid back on. Alrighty. I've been excited. I've been wanting to try this Gloomy lotion and it's finally on sale at Shoppers Drug Mart. It was $17.99. So that was exciting. So, foundation. A little goes a long way. You don't want to saturate your skin. You want it to be thick enough to cover everything, but also not crazy, too thick. And I usually do my face before my nose. I kind of leave and just use the excess on my nose because I find if I have too much, it'll peel off a little bit. Now I go over the nose with like the excess that's left. I do my eyelids too, just so it all matches. I do this Doppler thing, but then I actually always take a, what do you call it, the sponge, and sponge her down. So I think my brush has done the work that it can. It's time for my sponge. And it's kind of like a damp sponge already. You see, you just press it in everywhere and it just really adds like a pretty, oh yeah. I know it looks like it's really light for my skin, but it actually works when I put my blush and everything on, really nice. I have a lot of redness to my skin, rosacea. This I find really helps. And then the Lifter Serum Foundation is a really, really nice foundation. It's got skincare in it. It's a Plump and Glow, and I'm trying to read. Yeah, Plump and Glow foundation. I'm pretty sure it has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide in it, which is a great product for foundation. So go right over top here. I don't know, I'm really particular about pressing it into my skin for a while. I just like the feeling of it being on there all day and not having to worry about it. Like I like to just leave it there and then, you know, my makeup's done for the whole day. I do work full time, so it helps that I don't have to like worry about it all day. It doesn't fade too much either. Like creases. There we are. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer next, which I love my e.l.f. bronzer here. This one's in shade medium because it's summertime. on the forehead, here, here, up the side of the nose, down. I do the cheekbone because I can always blend it down. And then I have my beautiful e.l.f. brush. And I just tap it into the skin. It gives a really pretty glowy color. I guess it's a contour stick, but I use it as a bronzer stick. It kind of works for me. It kind of does both, I guess. You can see. I'm gonna fix my hair, shorten me, that's there. And blend out the nose. I know a lot of makeup artists will just tap the brush and do it. I love the way the e.l.f. feels right on my skin, so I put it right on there. I am by no means a makeup artist. I just watch videos and learned, and this is what I enjoy. It's fun for me. I enjoy doing makeup every day. So next, I'm going to try out this Hard Candy palette. I've never ever used it before. This is in shade Main Character. Blush on Lock. So you use the cream part first. So we're going to open it. I got this at Walmart. They finally had them. And then it has like a cute little cover for the cream part, which is awesome. So I'm gonna grab my trusty dusty blush brush. I'm gonna go in and just tap my brush on here. And we'll see, ooh, that's actually pretty nice. I don't wanna go too crazy with it. Wow, that's really pretty. We'll see if it lasts all day. It should. So Hard Candy used to be like a nail company. They used to make like nail polishes and stuff. And they've really graduated into makeup. And their makeup's actually pretty decent. It's nice. Yeah, I like that blush. It's a really pretty color. I love this little like thing for the... I'm going to put the other color on, but I usually do that after I do my setting powder and everything, so it lasts all day. So that is that blush. Man, oh man, that's pretty. Then I'm gonna do my concealer next. So I have the Lifter Concealer in shade 05. And because I'm older, I don't put it right in the crease of my eye. I do, however, put some here, and here, a little going out this way. I think this is called a dofa, the little thing, and it's angled, which is really nice. I have my beautiful concealer brush. I literally just start tapping it into the skin. I have to admit, their makeup is, I think it's Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline. I've been really enjoying a lot of Maybelline products lately. The drugstore makeup has just been so good lately. It's been absolutely doing well. Killing it, you could say. I used an under eye balm and a jelly primer. Man, oh man. It did such a good job of brightening up my under eye area. Look at that. And concealer conceals, but it also brightens beautifully. And then I use gentle tapping motions. I don't really swipe too much. I find when you swipe, it doesn't, you just need a little bit of product and you just need to literally just tap it in. You don't want to press too hard too, because you're gonna settle in your fine lines. You just wanna gently tap it in. Look at that. I love the color, like look how bright. My under eyes, it's great. So next in my thing, I got this a couple weeks ago, Infallible Blurfection up to 24-hour loose setting powder. So I'm gonna shake it upside down. Ooh. I have my elf little triangle pouty here, the poof. I'm just gently pressing it in, covering that area. I'm not going too hard over top of the eye area, because if you press too hard, you're gonna press it into your fine lines like crazy. So just gently press it. Right on top of my nose. Anywhere that I had concealer, that's where I put this one. Like, also on the eyes. I always do a setting powder now. I do concealer and setting powder on my eyes just for my eyeshadow, so it will stay on for a longer time. But so far it's been working. So right kind of here. I love how it like locks in the blush and makes it look so pretty. Alrighty. That part is done. It's already looking so pretty and glowy. Love it. So now that that's done, I'm probably gonna go over with I have a highlighter stick. This for here and here. Although I guess the blush probably would. And then I just use my fingers. I'm also gonna put pudding powder on too, but just that underneath gives it that little bit of glow, and it's really nice. I'll also do under the eyebrows here with glowiness. All right, I never ever do my eyebrows, but I've been trying to practice more with them. I'm not the greatest at it, but I have this e.l.f. eyebrow kit stuff. I used to pluck my eyebrows in like the early 2000s, you know, to have like the thin brow, and then I started waxing them, and honestly the last probably like 15 years I haven't cared. I'm like, whatever, they're eyebrows, they're on there. So now I'm like, everyone's like, oh, we do eyebrows now. I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess just to fill them in a little. I don't think I need too much filling. My eyebrows are not too bad. Yeah, I'm not very good at shaping them. And then I'm gonna take this brush and just brush them one more time. Brush out that weird little pencil so it looks au naturel. That's about as fancy as I get with eyebrows. Don't do much. Actually, I do have this eyebrow gel I'm gonna try, styling brow gel. I got this at the dollar store, Dollarama. I think it was literally like $1.25. I've used this once before, and it actually does a pretty good job of locking the brows in. And it's clear, which is nice. You can use it with anyone, can use it with their eyebrows. But it does help keep them kind of pretty looking. And then obviously we have to let that dry. And in the meantime, I'm gonna try out my new, first I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Blush. Or actually no, sorry, bronzer first. I have the Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous in Honey Bun, which is more a light, glowy color for me, considering I have very fair skin. So, and I just tap it in. I again will go over the cheekbones. I don't really go underneath. I go in the cheekbones to keep it up eye, bridge of the nose here, and then I usually do here with the bronzer just because, yeah. And then I'll put my blush on top of that. The Skin Enhancer, those Skin Enhancer bronzer and blush are so nice. I do really, really like them. So today I'm doing the Rose Latte. It's brand new, I haven't used it yet. There she is in all her glory. So I don't need a lot, just a little bit. And I'm just going from like the apple of my cheek here up. I don't smile when I do it anymore because I want it to look like it's going up. So I thought I'll pack it into the corner of my eye too a little bit. And then just over my nose, some sun-kissed kind of look. Wow, that is a really pretty shade. It's such a subtle, like it's not a punch in the face pink. It's such a subtle, just really pretty rose. I think it's gonna be great in the fall when you don't want like that crazy pink. You want like a subtle kind of pink. But then I'm also gonna go in with the hard candy, the other part, the powder part. It's like almost like a highlighter. That's gonna go right on top. Look at that. They're a really pretty combo. It's a nice blush combo for me. I got that pop of the pop of the color, but I also get the highlight of it. Like, wow, yeah, that's really pretty. This feels so good. Just like doing it. Oh yeah, that's a good color combo. It's very subtle. It's not like punchy in your face, but it just feels nice and glowy, which is what we want. Okay, what's next? So I did that. Oh, I gotta do my skin for the last finishing touch, the sheer tint, my e.l.f. sheer tint. I'm gonna put on. I know Skin Enhancer just came out with a finishing powder. I might get that next. This just kind of helps hold it in all day. Alrighty, I guess it's time for eyes. So I'm going with the fall looks again. This is Ace Beauty Falling For You. Look at the colors on this. It's so pretty. I'm gonna do like a rose color, like pink autumn rose. So I already put some concealer and setting powder on my eyes. So I guess I'm gonna go in with just a loose brush. Guess I can do, I'm gonna do Squash here. That's Lily Light Pink, and that's gonna be my base color. Oh, it's very powdery. That's gonna go literally all over the eye. A lot warmer. I thought it was gonna be more of like a icy pink, but it's like, it looks, whoops, icy pink on here, and it's coming on like a really warm color on the eye. That's okay though. I'm gonna make it work. And do the other side. It's not bad for... Alrighty, I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna go in with a darker shade, but just in like the bridge. I guess I'll try. There's so many different colors. So we'll do autumn. I have a feeling we don't need a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, it's almost like too much. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna grab a clean brush and just diffuse it out. So just a clean brush, and I'm just literally gonna diffuse it out here. And have like a very rosy fall look. Wow, that gel really does highlight those eyebrows. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my brush and I'm gonna use a little bit more just to do here and my under eye. I'm gonna diffuse that out too. So same thing here and my under eye. Same thing, let's diffuse it out. I know it's only in the middle of August, but I'm excited for fall. My favorite time is Halloween, so I'm getting ready, you know. But I also love like the fall colors, the smells. Oh gosh, the burnt orange and red and yellow and teal blue, and you know, some of my favorite stuff is from the fall. I'm gonna go in with Apple, this shimmery shade here, and do it on my finger. Oh yeah. It's like a rose gold kind of color. It's really pretty. I was gonna look too. I don't really have. I have a gold. I might do the gold inner eye. I think that would be really pretty. I need a small brush for that. I'm gonna try this like palette's kind of hard to hold. Gold, and I'm gonna try that on like the inner eye area. We'll see how that does. Oh, that's really pretty. Wow, I really like that. That actually turned out really good. It's like gold, big flaky kind of gold. Might add the gold too, just maybe like under a little more. Then maybe like up here, just a little bit. And I already have like some highlight up there, but anyway, this gold is really, really pretty. I like the one side a little bit more punchy than the other. I might use that apple color under my eye too. That shimmer kind of apple color. Yeah, that's a nice fall palette. I like that. I got that as a gift a few years ago from my cousin, that eyeshadow palette, and well, it's really, really, really pretty. So I don't really do, maybe I'll do a little bit of eyeliner. I don't usually, but where is my brown eyeliner? There it is. Let's try the Wet n Wild eyeliner. Just on the lash line here, just to add some definition. Yeah, it barely does anything. It's okay. I'm not a huge fan. Then I have my mascara, which is my Maybelline, again, Lash Sensational. This stuff is great. Before I go in with mascara, I usually take my eyelash curler and I curl my eyelashes. And then this is in brownish black. It's a little softer than like a bold black mascara, which I kind of wanted to try. And I like it, but I might go back to the bold black. There is a slight difference, I noticed, more like on the edges. And then I do usually 2 to 3 coats per eye. Goop. Some kind of goop on there. We go. Look how long they make your eyelashes. I love it. It's like mascara that makes your eyes look like you have eyelash extensions. I love it. These two are, there we go. Not so clumpy now. All right, let me do one more coat just to flick the ends up a little bit, make them a little darker. Oh yeah, a little bit touch on the bottom there. There we go. That is such a pretty look. My goodness. Really, really love like the color. It's so fall, but so pretty. So I guess the last thing I would do is some lip liner and a lipstick. Sometimes I do a lip stain too, but I'm home today, so I don't need to have one on. So I'm gonna start with my Pillow Talk today. I'm gonna use like a soft pink. This is like a nude color for me, I guess, a pink nude. If you do a really pretty bold eye, you don't really want to do too much of a bold lip. But you know what? You do you. Whatever you like. Makeup is supposed to be fun, so. And then, so I did a lip liner, and then I do my oil just because I want it to kind of smudge around with it. And you get hydration. This is the Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lips. This stuff is really good, actually. Then I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the same color. It's so pretty. I will say, Charlotte Tilbury is expensive, so I buy the minis. A mini set was $34 in Canada at Sephora. And I got like a mini lipstick and a mini lip liner. They're so cute. They're so little. But you know what? If I really, really like, I'll try the minis first, because if I don't like the color, then at least I didn't spend, you know, so much more money buying a full size. Try the mini. If I like it, I can always go back and buy the full size, right? And you know, the minis lasted me a really long time. So yeah, I like that. Last but not least, we're going to do a setting spray. Glass Skin Finish. Oh, actually, one little trick I learned to keep your lipstick on for a longer period of time is to also use your setting powder on your lipstick. And I like this one because it's pink. And you just put it on your finger. It will help your lip combo stay for a long time. It also mattifies it. Now you can put lip gloss on top of that if you like, or you can just leave it as is. Either way, it will lock it in and keep it for a long time. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do the Hard Candy Glass Unlock. I just got this the other day, and I used it the other day, and it was great. You give it a shake, mix up all the ingredients, and then spray it on your face. This one is Glass Unlock, so it's going to give you a really glowy finish, and it works really good. So that's my makeup for today. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.